Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about compound inequalities. So inequalities basically when you have anything apart from the equal sign. So for example, 3 does not equal 5, so that's an inequality. So our first one is does not equal. Our second one could be 3 is less than 5. So 2 is less than. And then we can have 5 is greater than 3. So our third symbol is greater than. And then our fourth and fifth symbol is a variation of our second and third. So we have a line beneath the less than and greater than sign. And these lines basically indicate that the number is less than or equal. Okay, let's move this. Oops. Okay, let's move this here. Equal to the number or greater than and equal to. We'll look at the examples pertaining to this in a few moments. So let's say we had the equation 8x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 75. So this line right here indicates that this equation could equal 75 or it could be greater. So it says greater or equal to, which means this right here. So this equation 8x plus 3 is greater to 75. So it can be 78, it could be 79, it could be 76, or it can be equal to 75. So this whole thing could equal 75. So now we're trying to solve for x. So we would do our basic solving for x steps. So we would subtract 3 on both sides. So 8x minus 3 on both sides is greater than or equal to 72. And then we divide 8 on both sides. So then x is greater than or equal to 9. So for this statement to be true right here, x has to be at least 9. So it has to be 9 or greater. So 9 equal to 9 or greater. So on a number line, we would have something like this. Then it would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go a little more. 10, 11. So you would draw a dot or filled in circle at 9, or it could be on the not line or above. So fill it in circle, and then you would draw an arrow going that way. Well, what if there was no line? So what if it was, you remove that line? Well, if you've removed the line, then you would have to remove the line here. And this would basically be an open circle. So this would be open circle 9. This means that the number 9 is not included. So all the values have to be greater than 9, above 9. So above 9. So 9 is not included. That's why you don't have a full circle in there. But we do have a complete full circle for this question. So it's going to be included. Included. And if it's a whole, not included. Not included. This is just for notes. So let's put this in a box. Not included. Not included. There we go. So this is our separate piece of notes. So let's say we had the question over here. So let's do it here. So 4x plus 5 is greater than 5x plus 12. So in this case, what we're saying is that this equation is greater than this equation. So what x value fulfills this statement? So what x values fulfill this statement? So we're going to get like terms on one side, the variable on one side. So we could bring the 12, so subtract 12 on both sides, and that would be 4x minus 7 is greater than 5x. Subtract 4x on both sides, and that would give us negative 7 is greater than x. When you have inequalities, it is preferred that the x is on the left-handed side and the number is on the right-hand side. Do not mix up, the inequalities. So in both these cases, the 7 is on the greater side. So, and then when you draw your number line, it's easy for you to, tell. So we know that x is, in this case, less than 7. It is not equal to. So when we draw our number line, so I'll just bring this down. Okay. We have a number line. It's going to be open circle at 7, and then this way, because it's not greater than, it's less than 7. Okay. So our less than symbol right here. So less than, and this is our greater than. And this is our not equal to. Okay. Now let's look at a few more problems. So let's say we had something like, okay. So what if we had the problem negative 4x plus 8 is greater than or equal to 12? Well, in this case, we would identify that this whole equation is greater than or equal to this equation, or the number 12. So we would isolate the variables, so negative 4x, subtract 8 on both sides, and we would get greater than or equal to 4. And now we're dividing by a negative number. So divided by negative 4, divided by negative 4. Whenever you divide or multiply by a negative number, you flip the sign. So ... flip the sign. So what does this mean? So we have this inequality right here where it says, that this side is greater than this side. Well, when we divide by a negative number as such over here, what we're going to do is flip the sign. So it's going to become this way. So negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1, so we don't have to write that. So x, since it's this way and we're dividing by a negative, we're going to flip it. And then 4 divided by negative 4 is negative 1. So on a number line, when we write this, so 0, 1, negative 2, we know that the number is, less than or equal to 1. So it's a full circle, a complete circle, and it's going to go, the arrow is going to go in that direction.